Hi! Hello. Um, Gusto ko lang malaman kung nakikita niyo ako or ano. Um, this is actually my first time. Okay, so si Mommy Ann, medyo malilate siya kasi naghahaponan pa siya. So I'm going to have a roll call. So I have Mary Ann Sabiron, Cherry Ann Manuel, Jericho Dayaw, Junarender Brox, Angelina Morales, Villas Jenny, Ella Putput na Maharot, and who else? Um, it's Immer. It's okay. While waiting for Mommy Ann, I'll be maglilista muna ako, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Hi! Maayong buntag! I'm from Cebu. Okay. Good morning! Good morning diha sa mga Cebu, taga Cebu. I am kind of awkward because this is my first time and we have 7 people in the house. Let me see if I was... All right, so nana si Mami Ann! Yay! Wait a minute. Yay! Wait. Nakalimot ko. Ako'y headphone. Hello! All right. Di ko kadungog nimo.
Hi, am I in?
Okay. Yeah, okay, good.
Hi, I'm on time. I was here exactly 9 o'clock. Dili late ako extra.
Okay. So, ano may akong introduction ha? Anyway, this this is my first live stream and we're going to talk about FAQ homeschooling. It's actually I was actually like sabi niya FAQ homeschooling for Cebu or FAQ homeschooling for the Philippines, but this is actually a live talk to overcome the challenges of our distant learning. And naglista ko for you ba?
Ganahan ko sa imong lights ug sa imong microphone. I don't know what my audio sounds like, but yours looks
Okay
so
ra siya.
nice.
Okay ra siya. I have a soft light and then green screen from my school bus.
Very nice. Ngita kog school bus, be.
Naana siya sa naana siya sa Craigslist.
Mangita sa Craigslist di ay.
Naana siya sa Craigslist. Okay, so ang atuang hisgutan karon. Asa man to akong question and answer?
Uy, pa-introduce ako. I am not an expert in homeschooling.
Lagi, introduce pati ka, uy.
So bakit pinakulbaan mo sa taan ng homeschooling man ang title, uy?
Mo lagi akong gibutang. First time pa ba ya? Pasensya.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
Okay, so, by the way, my special guest in this very, very live, first live stream is Teacher Ann. She's a teacher in Maryland, in Baltimore Public School, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, and I'm so blessed to know that I have somebody in Maryland because last April, New Maryland Public School has been commended in the East Coast, Han. They are the most resilient teacher in the East Coast. While here in Virginia, we are actually struggling. We do not have distance learning, so we do not have that distant online in our county. Diri sa akong county lang ha, because we have few population. But I keep on looking at the news. Wow, Maryland State, they have online learning. They have everything. And latest news is that you are going to, or your state is going to really, what is that, upgrade or something like that, right? Because everybody is actually following Maryland, the public school system of Maryland, because it was really like the performance of the kids there. It's actually high, and they are actually better in distance learning. Isn't it something? So kids thrive better there. So when I was like, there was like teacher, especially high to Basak Elementary School teachers, through Ann Tolomea. She was asking me if I have somebody who can share, because actually most of the teachers there in the Philippines are a little bit, having anxiety. So what is the new normal? So it's like, hey, si Ann, si Ann akong invite to. So,
Oh.
so muna siya. So anyway, aside from that, how about you? You're going to tell us your teaching experience, and okay, the floor is yours.
I'm so busy sharing your live stream, so we will have more views. Anna, so give me just 1 second. While you're talking, I am sharing our live stream, you guys. Ayan.
Okay.
Tagalog, magbibisaya, mag-English tayo, ha? Pasensya na.
Yeah.
By the way, I have been a teacher here in Maryland for 12 years, but back in the Philippines, I taught 1 year after I graduated in Cebu Normal. I taught right away in CDCC, which is an international school in Cebu. I don't know if you remember that. And then after a year, I right away serve in the public schools in Minglanilla, Cebu. So shout out sa mga taga Minglanilla diha. And then from the richest kids that I have taught back in the very first year that I was teaching, ato din ko sa pinaka-pobre sa town dito sa Minglanilla. And then I applied for a teaching position here in Baltimore City. Actually, the HR department of Baltimore City went to the Philippines and hired teachers, and I am one of the blessed people that got teachers that got hired in there. By the way, before I continue, shout out to the Happy Natics. Ayan, hello everyone. You know who you are. Most of our viewers here are.
Yeah.
Hello everybody. Thank you.
I almost forgot. With regards to shout out, Mary Ann Sabiron shout out, and Juna Render Brox. Okay, nagpa-shout out sila.
We also live in Facebook or YouTube only? Facebook?
YouTube only. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So,
and ganito yung question. And then, when I got here, I was assigned to a second grade because I applied for an elementary grade. So I was assigned, because international teachers went, I was assigned to a public school, of course, in Baltimore, which is the second grade. Then I was assigned to a third grade. And I think after 3 years, I moved to another school. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how the system goes in here. You know, we lack out of budget, and then you got surplus, and then you look for another school within the system. And then I went to this school, and I taught another second grade in there. And the next year after that, there was a vacancy for a special ed. And so I told my principal that I have my master's degree in special ed. So it would be better for some of the kids in my school. They already see me. And this is in the middle of the year. If they could possibly, if the principal can possibly hire me to teach the special ed, I have my master's on that. And I would, even if it was my very first time to use it as a teacher, I would gladly want to learn how to do it with IEPs and everything else. And she was so nice and just put me there in the middle of the year. And from then on, it has been 6-7 years that I have been teaching special ed. Yeah, that's my background in terms of teaching. And I don't really have a background with homeschooling, but now that we have this pandemic, we are doing distance or remote learning. So that's why I'm here.
Yeah, that's it. Actually, I'm just continuously doing this series of questions, and then I noticed that my FAQ video series has views from Facebook. So I was thinking that, how about I'm going to do an FAQ live, not only for for homeschool, but teachers, parents collaboration, diba? Because this is a talk, not about for homeschool or against homeschool or for opening classes. This is not about something. It's about unsaon man nato pag collaborate and how to adjust the new normal. And I'm so blessed nga ikaw kay ang Maryland. Oh
Nani
my
bayad ay $5. Nani bayad $5.
so muna siya. So first things first, ang akong first question is, what happened the next day after school closure? Unsa may nahitabo? What happened to you as a teacher when you learn na close siya? Did you know that it would be closed the whole school year or for 3?
There's a background to that one. Actually, March 12 was my birthday, and it was announced March 11 from our governor in Maryland that we are closing. And I was already putting in a time off, like absent ko anang Friday and Monday because I'm gonna celebrate my birthday. Mo absent ba sa maestra? Uy, you have to put in a leave just for mental break or something.
Substitute beta mo na mo siya na.
So I was already anticipating of not going that Friday. But there were already a lot of talks because the talk about this pandemic or, this virus started late February, around February. So there were already a lot of like talks behind the scene of, we might close, prepare your packets. These are learning packets for the students. And I teach 1st to 5th grade. I am a multi-grade teacher for special ed kids. So before I took off the day before ko mo absent unta, so I already put in packets of work for the students, writing materials, books that I could send home. And I was telling I have 2 assistant teachers in my classroom. One is a paraeducator, which is my assistant, and the other one is a one-on-one with a student. So I was already telling them these green folders have names. I already prepared all of those. And then when it was announced finally, and we have like even I have a friend in New York also, which is a teacher, that she was saying that it's a possibility that that's gonna happen. So we were already anticipating it. I was preparing. While my other co-teachers were trying to get it ready on a Friday, I was already off that Friday. So the next week, so we were just like for a week, we were just waiting and waiting that we're closing. And then another set of, I think the first announcement from our from our governor was that we will be closed until the 29th naman siguro to, 29th of March.
Yeah.
And then pag 29 na sa, that's when another announcement came on by the governor that we were not going to be opening anytime soon. So that's when the Department of Education told us that beginning April, somewhat in April, we are going to start with virtual learning. And so that week after that one, we had our PD, we call it Professional Development Days.
Mm-hmm.
So we were supposed to be trained with all the things that we're supposed to. So we were trained actually. And then our principal started having meetings every day around 9:00, just to be familiar with the platform that we were using or we are still using.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how it went around.
Yeah. So with my case as a parent, when I have that time it was a transition of William from homeschool to school for his preschool.
Oh,
and then I really I was like thinking na parang may mangyayaring hindi ko gusto nito kasi yung teacher doon sabi niya, I am so sorry, but we might be postponing some of the transitioning, the therapy, and something like that. And I overheard na the school might be closed or something. In the afternoon, I was watching your YouTube announcing that the school will be closed the next day. Yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, I feel like the world goes down immediately.
Oh, no.
Para akong na-pandemic ng isang minuto. Like, oh my God.
Palingkawas naman ng tatong William, mabalik na naman.
Mabalik. good. Unsaon naman lang
But
yun.
Virginia actually announced, like when we announced it, the next week or after a couple of weeks, the second announcement, they were sure not to open it. With us, we were just still hoping that we are gonna open, but no,
Uh-huh.
Virginia was already saying, no, we're done for the year. We're gonna finally
Yeah.
do virtual learning all throughout the end of the year. So yeah,
Yeah.
they were good in that kind of decision.
The only thing is, what they did, they only put resources, bitaw. And I was hoping na, unta ang teacher na, unta ko teacher nga, something like that. But I know they tried their best, but it was really something like, especially sa among county, pipilara ang amo ang number of student compared sa Northern Virginia. So, wala siya. So, we are just given resources, and I was like, hala, homeschooling man gyud ni. Uy, unya, wa pa jud ko.
So, so he was not able to be enrolled. Ay, so wala.
Na-enroll siya preschool one day, and then after 3 weeks gisindan ko og email, and then the teacher, the coordinator told me that you probably need to re-enroll him in kindergarten. Huh? One day ra preschool, kinder na? Hala,
So mo na mami na lang good.
sa mo na siya nga, hala, ako na lang yun, ani. So,
Correct.
okay, so we're going to move on since
Sorry, the chat tayo, me sorry. And pasensya if we're speaking in English, we are just honestly, I mean, I always say this as a disclaimer. It has been years that we are here in United States and our
Yeah.
husbands are all white and they don't speak Tagalog, Bisaya or anything like that. So it's but normal for us to like automatic na namo nga mag-in-English bitaw. So pasensya na, we're gonna try our best to say Tagalog kasi I don't think we have viewers that are English speakers. But if they are, I mean, I think we're just gonna try to speak in English and Tagalog. We are gonna try it our best. But we are both of us are Bisaya, so that's why you might hear the third language in there or dialect.
Yeah. Please don't bash us, ha? Okay, now
Hindi
that
na naman ba? So, happy natik sa nasa din na.
okay. Okay, so anyway, so since that was what happened immediately after the school got closed, so let's go on to the most challenges experience you had with distance learning. From what I have known, there are about 5: adaptability struggle, technical issues, computer literacy, time management, and motivation. So,
Yes, and nasa research na niya maayo.
yeah, nag-research ko na ako. Unsaman. So how about you? From the 5 common challenges, unsa may pinaka struggle gyud nimo?
I think yes, sorry, Jolina. Wala interaction sa chat, mami. I am here. I'm sorry. If you have questions, guys,
Yeah.
please write it down in the comment below. It's just that Leonie here of the Gardens of Blessing, she already has a pre-written questions, and we're gonna try to do that as much as we can, and then we are gonna look into all your questions. Ha! Sige,
Yeah.
I promise we are gonna do that. I think the most challenging for me is time management because well, everybody's first time, no, to try it that way. And I have 2 kids of my own. So to do that, full-time mom at the same time, I'm also a teacher. So it was even hard. Mas mahirap nga sa mga parents na they are just doing it for the first time. Ako first time pa akong naging 100% na mama, tapos na 100% na dinaguro. But then it's the only one body, one soul, one spirit. So it was hard for me. I think the time, not even the time management. At first we were very good, no? Diana, I see you. Jocelyn, Jolina. It was challenging because like as soon as I wake up in the morning, I try to cook breakfast, and then I'm gonna try to like help my son. My son is 6 years old, kindergarten. At least Delaney for 4th grade, she's more independent. And before or after that one, and I also have like a daily class with my students, not on top of preparing stuff to be put in my classroom. Yes. Ayun. So, what was the question? Most challenging was time management and time management, I think.
How about technical issues?
With technical issues, that's why if sa lahat na nandito sa mga happy anatics, they are here because of the blessings that I felt. It's but proper with your channel. No, I feel so blessed because technical issues like computer, I have it. My students have it. They were provided. Comcast was even giving 2 months of free Wi-Fi. So, na-feel ko yung mga taga-Pilipinas. Sabi ko, kung mag-online sila or naka-ECQ sila, lahat na lang. 'Di ba mahirap, walang load, walang ganyan. So, even on top of pagiging mommy, pagiging teacher, I was also trying my best to help out being a YouTuber and vlogger to help out those who are here. Sabi ko, I'm giving out I think beginning of April, I was giving out loads to those who will come to my live stream so we can just talk. And then, parang sharing ko na din ng blessing. Sabi ko, I feel so blessed na dito ako naging teacher kasi nga meron na kaming laptop, may mga bata, may mga laptop na. And even those that did not have, I know there were students of mine that physically could not go to the school kasi nga walang open yung mga bus. I don't know if you saw my video. I was the one who got all their laptops. Tapos I delivered it to their house.
Yeah.
And even so, there are still parents that would believe it or not. It's not being judgmental, but I have special needs students, and that's a challenging for the parents also to help them out like that. So their other resource is really just the teacher. So it would they have questions, they ask me. I mean, I don't mind getting texts and calls in the middle of the night, but you know, yun lang.
I have here unta matubag unya mami ang side sad sa mga students bitaw. Yeah.
1 second, Mama La of New York, another new mo ito. No, Mama La, this is my friend Leonie. She has a channel, Gardens of Blessings. She's a homeschool mom teacher, and she's promoting this. There are questions about it in the Philippines and in Cebu, so she's just guesting me here. Yes, she's just guesting me. Thank you, Mama La, for sharing and for coming.
All right. So where are we? Okay, so that is for technical, right? And how about the computer literacy? This is one of the things that I was like here in America, no kanang syempre computerized unya kung naabitay mo reklamo nga dili na sila they would not go back anymore. I have heard some teachers that they would not go back to the next curriculum because of computer literacy. They do not know how to maneuver. How was it? I mean in your state, since your state has been really good with online, unsa ni siya issue ba na siya sa inyo ha?
Okay. Honestly, there are things that I learned from my. It depends. I guess it depends with district to district. In my case, in my district, we were just learning a week before the students were learning. So we have BB Collaborate, Google Hangouts, Zoom, but for safety purposes, our district opt to do Blackboard Collaborate in terms of learning. Virtual learning, one-on-one, seeing the students live. Now, in terms of being prepared with that kind, I honestly, my kids are enrolled here in Anne Arundel County, and that is a different county, another school system. They were more prepared because the students were already learning all those. They have their own Google Classroom already, even when they were in school.
Mm-hmm.
So there's really nothing for them to learn and how to access it. So every time my 6-year-old, I will just ask him like, where is Wixie? Where is Jamboard? He already know how to do that because they use it in school. So again, even if you say that Maryland is so good with all of that, it still depends on the district to district.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, Julina Baliad says one problem na diri sa ato mami computer literacy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's why I am also working with AFTA right now, the Association of Filipino American Teachers here in America. And every year we have a balik turo, and I know the president of it. So he was asking me, We are doing sessions with teachers in the Philippines as to help them out on what programs to use and how to help them out. And I personally have cousins and uncles and aunties in the Philippines that are teachers that I know for a fact that does not know the, especially my aunties, kanabitang mga seasoned na nga teachers that they are not used to just using computer even just for a little bit. And yeah, so I know that is a challenge most likely to our teachers, but I'm happy seeing other teachers right now that they're posting their Zoom like pictures that they are doing it. So at least that's the start, that's the beginning, and it's not an excuse anymore that oh, bigulang na ko, I'm old, I can't learn that. No, everybody has to learn, and if you can't, that's the time to think of retirement.
Yeah.
Because I mean that's just life. You have
Yeah.
to really go with the flow, and learning does not stop because you're already a teacher. So this is very challenging also sa atin, right, Mamala? Kahit na sinabi na tayong marami na tayong experience na pagiging teacher, kung kailangan nating matuto on how to do things, ngayon virtual na, online na, internet na, ano na din tayo uso. Kasi if not, well, marami din namang options, but at least we still have to learn it, diba?
Yeah.
Yes,
All
that
right.
I see you guys again. If you have questions, just write it down, and I see you. Nakikita ko po kayo.
Yeah. Okay. So, with regards to assignment, okay. So here in Virginia, so what we did is like we send in our paper assignment. That's what they did, and then how about in your case that you are online or virtual learning? What do you do, or how you manage sending assignment and tasks?
Okay, so I can answer you in three ways. Being a mom, being a teacher with special needs, and the things that they needed and are doing in the Philippines. No, I hope I can like capture my thoughts as quickly as I can. So being a mom in the here, I have a fourth grade and a kindergarten. Theirs is they don't have a live learning one on one. It just depends on their teachers if they want to open up one session in a week, so they can do that. But theirs is very organized. Like Delaney has, for example, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's reading time, so they have all assignments with that on reading. Other days is the other class. Same with Alec. I think it's already programmed, and even their arts, their music, their PE has another classroom. They call that Google Classroom. So, for example, I am a student. I will just go to my classroom online. I will type in my username, my password, and the teachers already put all the lessons in there, all the assignments. All you need to do is to turn it in. Anne Arundel County, my kids' county or school is already very good with that. It's really like hanay na kay siya tanan. All we gotta do is just go to the computer, read whatever the lesson is, and submit. Very good. I salute them. My case as a teacher in the district that we are in, I know the background also of the regular ed. I have co-teachers, and I know when we do meetings, they are very good in um they are trying to follow the curriculum as well, but we also have packets. The beginning of the year when they were not giving out laptops yet, may mga packets na sila in the meal distribution. Kasi po dito sa Amerika, meron po kaming breakfast, lunch, at dinner sa mga gusto pong kumuha na may pagkain po ang mga bata, even if they are not in school. So, kung wala sila sa school, pwede po kayong nagla-line up sila saan doon. For example, we have 150 meal sites. Doon po, binibigay din yung mga packets or work packets nila. Now, same thing then, Google Classroom, pero sa aming school, eto, hindi pa to district-wide. It depends pa sa school ng Baltimore City pala. We found that out. Among principal is very high standard sa kaayo, so he wants us to meet our students. So, my class is from 12:30 to 1:30, which is, I'm very thankful kasi in my case, with the special needs I have, my students need to have their parents with them. talagang kailangan nila nakasit dyan din yung mga parents nila. And it's a good way for me, for us teachers, to get to know the parents and how supportive they are. Nakikita ko yung bahay, kung sinong bahay yung maingay, yung mga mayroong distraction pala, mayroong palang apat na kapatid, mga ganyan, or wala palang daddy dyan, kaya pala yung mommy busy, so hindi natutulungan. So, it puts everything in perspective, kaya pala ganito yung bata, ganyan-ganyan. And besides, kung hindi talaga naglalog in yung mga parents, wala talaga yung mga bata kasi my students are not independent.
Yeah.
So they're very needed. So in that case, my virtual learning na one-on-one, minimimic namin yung, morning class, lahat. I tried my best that they're there. Yun lang kasi hindi na sila pumupunta mismo sa classroom. Not like the regular kids na, if I miss my live class, I will just go check out what's the lesson for the day and submit. And that did not happen in my own case of special ed. Ayan.
Yeah.
Bakit hindi ko nakikita yung mga ano? And then, sa Philippines naman po, na I mentioned this in one of my live stream kasi nga I have quite a few numbers of friends and family that are also teachers, no? And I think 99.9, if not 100%, are doing the modular. Kasi, internet-wise, kahit may computer pa po sa Pilipinas, internet-wise, mahirap talaga. And they can do eclectic, maybe the term eclectic from your video. They can make a combination of it, but even my cousins, they're preferring to have work packets or modules because they can at least keep track with that. So, yun lang. That's I guess for as long as learning doesn't stop, it doesn't matter what kind of modalities you are trying to work on. There is a mami. Yes, see, that's the same thing. Walay load, walay hatag og completion ng activities, dili jud enough, right?
I hope sa DepEd no diya sa ato, I mean thinking lang no. I hope that the DepEd there in the Philippines would send in like load to the teachers, di ba? Like budget. Uy, tagain mig load, mga maestra. Tagain yung load, mga maestra.
I don't know if it's just true or not, but I saw a post in one of my friends on Facebook saying that the president is asking everybody to listen to the radio. Unsa man na, radio, 21st century naman ta. It could not be. It could not be radyo ra ang paminaw sa mga bata o mag-ML na lang ng mga bata diha kaysa maminaw radyo. And besides, I'm also connected with, I used to be a student leader and we are still working on that. In here, we have programs. And one of our couple of leaders are trying to, even before this started, we were already trying to advocate for TV. By the way, I forgot to mention that also. TV was also part of the modalities of learning, though they could not submit anything. But there are channels and time slots for reading, time slots for math. And kami dito na nasa Amerika po, pinupush po namin yan sa Pilipinas. Especially nung nag-close ang ABS, sana sinabi namin, sana one of their requirements is to bring back education programs. We were growing up with Siniskwela, remember that? Even Batibot was educational. Now, come to think about it, can you name names of the things that are, program in ABS or even in good programs in ABS or GMA that are catering to education? Para kasing, of course, it's money-making, but I mean, at least they could provide that. Kesa radyo. Saan nang radyo? Uy. This is just my opinion and it's the reality. We have, education is a right. We should not just like stop in there and say, radyo ra mo pwede pa paminaw ninyo. No. Provide it for, I mean, it's their rights.
Yeah, that's really true, really true. So I'm hoping it would be provided in the load. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So we have do you have virtual classroom discipline? Nagamit gapon kag Class Dojo?
Wala man good mi nag-Class Dojo sa classroom. So we still have our smiley face, sad face, and and all that. As well as there are of course, special needs mga bata. So we still have
Uh-huh.
like, the signal, virtual
Mhm.
signals, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Di na jud maminaw, i-mute mo ron. I-mute ang mga bata. Di na maminaw. Hasta ang mama, i-mute. Uy, kaya yung mga mama, sabaan ka. Ayaw ang mga mama.
May may gani wala kauna ang video, ma'am, no?
Pretty sad. Pwede sa na yung anak. Correct. But then,
Wait,
that's part of it.
experience na ako because I was an online teacher for about 2.5 years before for Korean kids. And then this 5-year-old, he does not like to listen anymore. And then he said to me, "Teacher, I'm gonna eat you."
Oh my
Gikaon
God.
ng video. And I was like, "Hello, I'm inside your
Wow.
mouth. I could see your tonsils or something like that."
Hello ka na.
So,
Nalo ka na talaga.
so he says like, hala, oy, may gani, wa ka kauna, ma'am, no? Nya nakakita jud ko nga, kanang ang mama, gikuha, gid niya iyang anak niya. Gikuha niya ang video sa baba.
Oh my God. Yeah, anya biya. Bayad ba yan na, di ba? Basta inaana, English
Nagikaon jud
learner.
niya, as in, maka-feel jud ka nga kanang, dito, puwa-puwa na imong makita, pero makakita jud ka nga, hala, ang mama, gikuha, gid niya, gikaon jud sa bata.
Ang word sound, di ay magiging.
Again, technically, I'm gonna eat you. Gikaon jud ko niya, do. I'm hoping. Kani dili ni panghadlok ka. So I'm hoping sa mga teachers natin, especially sa kanang mga very young ones, they really need support kay pasin kauno ng video.
Kaunon dyan ang video.
May tilaan ang laptop.
Masing giganahan. Rasa to siya. Lagi lamian na siguro to siya. Lami na akong teacher ay. Kagikan sa Philippines.
Oh,
Ano?
yun. So anyway, hala, more than five. Okay, so this is one quick. What is your advice to teacher who are doing virtual classes for the first time? So muna siya.
Hopefully there are guidelines, no? So that's harder if you're just gonna wing it without a guideline. So with that being said, especially the teachers in the Philippines, resilient man kita. We are gonna try our best. Magyaw-yaw lagi ta on the end note of it, but we really tried our best to do that. And so just the same thing with life as well. So we are just gonna try because there's really nothing wrong with trying. Anya, kung di day ta mag-try, maunsa man ta, wala ra, di ba? For at
Yeah.
least we know it to ourselves that we can face God and say, oh my goodness, the year 2020, Lord, yung kong itagag challenge, but I made it. And
Yeah.
it's a personal basis on how you look at things. But if you are given a challenge, and this is one of the challenge, might as well just do it. I mean, that's the obligation, that's the job, that's the career we picked. So this is part of it. So might as well do it. And just don't be stressed. One more thing is it's very stressful. Like things that could not upload, you could not do this, you could not finish this, you have to wake up at certain time to finish stuff. But just don't get so stressed. I mean, take it as a grain of salt. Like if it happens, it happens. But you knowing that you did your best, you know, just do it. And I guess stop the complaining. I feel like the more you complain and looking at negative side of it, the more it's gonna drag you down na dili nimo makaya, hindi ko kakayanin. Pero if you are gonna try to look for ways, like try to look at the positive side of it, I mean, I guess it would be better. It's hard. It's hard. I'm telling you, it's not easy. Just like right now, I mean, I have a lot of concerns. I have paperwork to do that they knew it. This is one more thing is accountability, with IEP students with individualized educational plan. That's harder with the special ed that I have. And even I guess even if not, meron pa din tayong end of the year assessment, mga ganyan, in end of the year, yung mga data na kailangan nating ilagay or grades. They already know we're doing virtual learning. Again, it is from the higher ups kung sino ang nagbibigay ng mandate sa atin kung kailan isa-submit, anong isa-submit. But for them to just say, okay, the deadline is next week, and it's like, so we were already doing 3 months of this, and you just told me that. So it's just
Yeah.
like, crazy, but it's gonna happen because I guess, let's give it the benefit of the doubt. It's also their first time, and they have to be accountable with it. And again, saan mapapasa? Sa mga teachers din. So,
Yeah. That's kind of hard.
yeah, but I mean, I
Yeah,
guess we're still just gonna do it.
that's true. But I remember the principle of conscious discipline. It says, you get more what you focus on. So if you get focused on more on negative, okay, negative. So if you focus more on positive, you get more positive.
That's
So,
right. That's good.
yeah. And lastly, hala kay nag-overtime na kita.
Hindi naman dahil ka oras, oy,
30
1 hour.
minutes, 30
Oh,
minutes,
30
rabi
minutes.
akong pangayo ni mo.
Uy, 30 minutes, sabi ng $5, another $5. What's the extra? Sa piso ba sa Pilipinas? Sa piso.
Okay, so,
Mas madaming paghahanda po ang gawain ng mga teachers ngayon. Tama po. Kaya po, napag-usapan na din po namin yan, Ma'am Angelina, kasi nga, meron din naman kasing mga teachers na talagang din, oo, naiintindihan namin they are anxious of what's happening and they don't know how to do it. They have reasons and factors that they can also explain on. But can you imagine? So we were trying to advocate this to our fellow teachers in the Philippines.
mhm,
Yes, don't be so complacent and saying, oh, may sweldo kami kahit wala kami sa school, ganyan-ganyan, ganyan-ganyan. Pero wala talagang makakapag alam in the near future kung sasabihin na lang nilang, wala na tayong peras. And sinong nagtuturo ng mga bata? Di ba yung mga parents? Bakit pa natin susweldohan yung mga teachers?
mhm.
Same thing as what's happening here, because in the next school year, if we are doing virtual learning, do we really need to hire art teachers,
Yeah,
PE teachers, gym
Mhm.
teachers, and all the other extra work?
yeah,
Diba hindi? So kung bibigyan tayo ng pink slip, meaning, oh, you don't have work anymore.
yeah,
Nothing can save you with that. So,
Yeah.
yung ina-advocate namin sa mga teachers, talagang ipakita nyo na may ginawa kayo. Kung magmo-modular, make sure meron kayong ambag sa modular. Sana may mga teachers na naririnig, nakakarinig dito. Make
Yeah.
sure pag sinabing magse-seminar kayo tungkol dito, make sure na nandoon kayo.
Mhm.
Make sure may ambag, may accountability. Kami nga dito pag sinabing PD at may exit ticket, talagang ginagawa mo yun. Kasi pag wala kang exit ticket,
Aba,
wala
nagbayad
kang
ka.
attendance, wala kang sweldo. Diba? Same ang thought noon. Hindi kasi parang kumpiyansa lang tayo sa Pilipinas na, ay, teacher na ako for 20 years, hindi ako matatanggal. Who would know? Diba?
Yeah.
Totoo naman. So, kailangan talaga, trabaho natin yan, tatrabahuin natin. Kasi pag hindi, posible pag sinabi na, wala na kaming pera.
Mhm.
Ano pang, bakit namin kayo susweldohan? Wala naman kayong ginagawa. Yung mga parents naman yung at this time, virtually yung mga nagkahana o nagtuturo. Or hindi nagtuturo, pwede naman yun.
Really, I saw that headlines, I suppose, sa AOL, that there is a layoff, a mass layoff in California for teachers. And,
Yeah. And at least here in America, believe it or not, meron tayong unemployment.
Yes.
Diba? Sa Pilipinas, sino magbibigay sa inyo ng pera kung wala talagang trabaho?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Wala.
Sa Amerika, meron tayong stimulus na natanggap. Sa Pilipinas, kung walang namimigay na yung pinili pa yung binigyan ng mga SAF ba yun?
Mhm.
Oh. And it's not everybody.
Yeah.
Swerte pa nga kayo kung hindi binulsa ng kanino mang politika yung budget ninyo, 'di ba? So, parang paano ba? Mahirap kasi nasa pandemic tayo, wala talagang may alam. Kahit nga personally nga kami, 'di ba? May bahay, may sasakyan, may ganyan. Nag-iisip pa din kung anong mangyayari the next. May kinakain pa tayo ngayon, may pa, but what if it's really gonna get worse? Like,
Yeah.
the
Especially
flu
now.
of what was that, 1920s?
Mhm.
It's the second wave yung mas problema.
Yeah, that's true.
Yan. Kurak as in nga walang ayuda. Oo. Kasi naman, hindi din naman, Philippines in the first place is not a rich country. Saan ngayon kukuha ng pera yung, hindi talaga natin i-expect yan sa Pangulo or sa mga gobyerno, o hindi nyo kami pinapakain. wala tayong maibibigay. Para naman kasing, ano, di ba? Kung wala talaga, wala. Paano na yan? Mamamatay na lang bala. There are countries worse than the Philippines. I hope you see that and I hope you know that. So,
Mhm.
we are just gonna be thankful kung anong meron tayo. Kung, ayun lang. Parang
Yeah.
nakakaano kasi. Ang dami kasing ang daming factors ba pag pinag-uusapan natin yung ganyan. Real talk na ni this. Real
Yeah,
talk
it's
na
a
ni
real talk. I really like this.
I mean, education, we know that for a fact, but
Yes.
education could go secondary
Yeah.
in terms of food, and if you have to survive first. We can just, talk about education, talk about computers and all that, pero pag wala na talagang pagkain, ano nang gagawin natin? Mamamatay ka na lang ba dyan? Hindi, gagawa ka
Hindi.
talaga ng gagawa ng paraan for your family.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And the thing is, we might be prepared. Oh, we are preparing second wave, right? Second wave this fall. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, that's reality. That's one thing na kanang hadlok ta. Honestly, for me, I'm quite anxious, really anxious of getting my children go back to school because my daughter, she only has one eye. Na-infected ang isa. So kung, 'di ba? So you
Hmm.
have to ang iyang stamina sa mata is not as the same as the one who has the same eyesight. And then ang akong second akong second, he's anxious. How can you act properly if everybody is on mask, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Unya na yung mga everything, But we just have to, cross the bridge as we get there,
Yeah.
right?
And
Yeah.
prayers. We just had to make mention of that because with all this, I know in the Philippines we are very strong with our faith, whatever denomination we believe in. We are also strong here because we are faithful in what we believe.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But in general, here in America, I don't think they are clinging into a higher, greater.
Yeah.
We are only gonna say that because Katoliko man ko and then Musimba every Sunday, so we really are holding on to that. But as a country, as a general, as a country, I don't think they are, and we are counting on that. I
Do you
mean,
go to church? Like
I
now
will go
after.
to church like, come on, in the basement, 11 o'clock na. I even say, come on, it's church time. And the kids were like, what do you mean church time, mommy? We could not go to church. But we did. I don't know if you've seen my live during that Pentecost Sunday.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Very
Yeah.
nice. Kaya mo ang praise.
Yeah.
Uy, babe, bisag nangitom na sila maayo in town. They were blessing each car just to go there. And it felt so good.
Yeah.
Even on Easter.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, so knowing what you know now, what are the things that you should do and not do?
Unsa what was the topic for that? Knowing what I know about what?
About this, about what you experienced from the pandemic, the virtual learning,
Um,
teaching.
I wish that we could have prepared the students more, but I guess it's the same thing. Like nothing can prepare you for anything. But I was just saying, as a system, as an educator, no, we should have started it from then. We already know that this is that time na internet is very rampant or uso. So sana hindi tayo pinapaglumaan. So kagaya din sa Pilipinas, no? Sana hindi to naging shock sa atin na ay wala tayong ganito, wala tayong ganyan. Napag-iiwanan talaga tayo besides just computer as well as Wi-Fi. How could we be the texting capital of the world where in fact our internet, our Wi-Fi is very slow?
Resourceful.
Resourceful, no? So I mean, knowing, I guess unsa man akong isulti ha. Knowing, I mean, honestly, I'm enjoying this time. Believe it or not, this is from my experience. I'm enjoying this time where I can cook breakfast, dinner for my kids, where we can sit down and eat as a
Yeah.
family. Because if you live here sa America, guys, I mean, Leonie is a different situation, no? Because she's a stay-at-home mom,
Mm-hmm.
and she chose that from the very beginning. With me, I have to work to physically work para to survive. And I have been very busy. I mean, I signed up for this. My kids are very active. They have taekwondo, they have gymnastics, and that's part of our life. So we don't get a chance to really sit down and talk about things or even a simple dinner every night. So
Mm-hmm.
That's not that was not happening. But when this pandemic happened, it's just like parang yung family ko is part of the normal kind of or urban family na ang
Mhm.
dami nating pagising trabaho agad dadadada pagdating ng bahay homework tapos matulog ganyan na din pa even on the weekend sports here and there but the basic very basic part of life which is the family and what's going on kung ano na bang nangyayari sa pamilya parang hindi siya
Yeah.
natutukan masyado.
Yeah.
So I think it was a good wide awakening sa atin na ano ba talaga ang importansya ng buhay. So ayun na lang siguro.
Yeah. Uy, sino ang what is this one?
Jenny, ayan. Ito po si Ma'am Leonie from Gardens of Blessings.
Yeah.
Giniguess niya po tayo. Parang,
Mm-hmm. And I so like this. I so like this first live stream because I really don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to host, but I know that I'm blessed to have you. So you
thanks.
are the first one. I was like
Oh,
really
oh,
thinking 2 months before. Kinsa man, sino kaya yung unang guest ko sa live stream ko? Something like that. It took me about 4 or 5 tries to finally plan things. And it so happened there's a pandemic. Oh my gosh! It's like,
it's perfect.
ah!
Yes, it's perfect. It's perfect.
It's really, really a perfect time. And also a bonding. For FYI, I know Anne personally because of the church.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, chika-chika for how many years, no? Nagchika, tamura lang tag nagchika sa
It's your
Skype.
sister that we are the same, ano pala, SE.
Yeah!
Pero ano
Ah,
man ka, di ba, 15 man ka, 14
yeah,
man eh.
15. Yeah.
Ayan. Sa Cebu, may nagkaila. Sa Cebu, and then we
Yeah.
just realized that when we got here, she's just a state away from me. But I've never been to her place. She has never been to my place. Pero kung sa Cebu pa, taga Dumanhog o taga... Kailangan sa mga nagtagtulo ka oras. O ilayo man dahil kaayo.
Ikaw Cebu, ako south naman ko. So mga Argao tingali ko.
No? Ay, kapag-series ba? Susunod ba? Albert, kagigising mo lang, late ka na.
All right. So,
It's fun. I mean, we can just talk anything and everything under the sun for as long as we can inspire. We can talk about things. I guess.
yeah. So I think any questions, bulag ka.
Si Albert nga kagigising pa. So pasensya na guys kasi it's our very first time seeing each other here.
Wala
I mean,
interaction.
I know Leonie's always been there when I do live streams and
Yeah.
comes with teaching and I have been pushing her to do come on do your YouTube.
I've been following Anne for 2 years. Imagine 2 years. Mag-live stream ka in the morning when you're going to mag-drive ka na ako diha pirmi because in certain times when you get stressed and you wanted to talk to somebody using your own language, you wanted to talk Bisaya, di ba? Even if we're living here na kanang murag natural na lang ang English, but sometimes in trying times and you feel alone, mangita jud kag Bisaya. Uy, ka istorya sa buntag unya makakita dahil ko ni Ma'am Ann mag-drive. Dito ala na ako ka istorya.
So sige na ta anig StreamYard unya pahadaghan na kag story. Anyways, for those who are not here in America, blessed kayo mo dyan sa Philippines because your families are just like, doon ra kaayo, you're just neighbors, or even if you just text or call. For us here, even if we have friends, they have their own lives too. And you can just like go to their house and just like chika. And so that's actually YouTube is my outlet, has been my outlet for like 3 years, 2017, 18, And then and believe it or not, your family would not watch your YouTube page. Even if you forward it to them, they get tired of your face too. So I found new friends in YouTube.
Yes.
Sometimes Filipino as we are some, well, you can call us friends, but there are really things that you could not tell your other friends, I don't know. It's just me. So I would rather sometimes confide it to strangers, which I thought are already friends, but not really. But you know what I mean? Like audience, some kind of audience. Just hear me out, something like that.
Yeah, that's why I choose to be introvert here in America.
That's
You just imagine ha, I'm quite sociable tabi kay sa ngatanan, but later here it's like mas ganahan man kung ako rang usa. Uy, kapoy in English.
correct. Peace and quiet. Peace and quiet.
Peace and quiet, so quiet.
Peace
Baka ra
and
gyud imo kay
quiet.
istorya.
Uy, invitation, Vic. Ano sa man lagi ni panahon sa inyo?
Uy,
Sige,
ari og human
lang.
ang pandemic.
Hala, ay, pwede naman bisag way pandemic. Good, grabe sad siya.
Oh, sige, uy, ari diri ingna.
Uso pa inyong mask, diha? Mag-mask
Oo,
pa siya
so.
everywhere.
Yeah, kibawkan na si gobernador.
Correct. Ayan. I don't know. I don't know if I will get hired for summer school. So I'm used to like today we went to Bay shop, pero murag beach nalingaw ra sad ang mga bata. And we were just like, even the lady was like, "Mommy, we could have been in the Philippines right now with the white sand." That's what they remember, the sand, the white sand in the Philippines. So I was just like, "Yeah, you're right. This Saturday could have been our flight because we were planning to go home this year, but oh well, things happen, and it's
Oh,
not just
sure.
us that are affected. Everybody are."
Yeah, si Luis Pito, she keeps on asking, when are we going to go back? When are we going to go back? I miss my
Oh,
mamala.
when she went home.
7, I suppose. Kindergartner. Like, yeah, 7 years old. Yeah, but we have a kind of quite traumatic experience when we go there because ang amo ang kanya, halo, nag-istorya ko on live. Oh my God!
Wala, wala ka lang.
It's because ang among flight from Japan to Cebu, hapit makrash, and knowing William na ana siya bitaw siya anxiety. I already know na ana siya anxiety, but ang pagkauli agud namo medyo unplanned siya ba, skrito
Nawagtang.
bro ka imong mo ang plane hapit ma-crash from Japan to Cebu kanan maka-feel jud ko nga kanang murag kanang prayer to take authority 100 times jud ko nang giampo jud kayo niya karon kay wala naman jud koy maampo niingon na lang ko they will be done hala nihila ko Lord ayaw taong kog patya wala naman koy maistorya
Yun, uy.
okay wala naman koy maistorya they will be done na lang yun ni haloy ko Lord ako nang bawion ang they will be done buhian in town me nagbalik na po ko take authority so may gani taon kay ang pilot niingon nga we are okay kana bitaw ang pilot na nagsyagit na ang pilot bitaw nga kuan
Yawa sa good ato good.
lagi although niingon sila gi downplay nila kay kanang kuan kuno unsingan ana kanang what you call that one kanang grabe kaayo nga turbulence. Ingon sila turbulence. Bahalag ingon sila turbulence, bahalag ingon sila kuan pero feeling gyud ako murag mamatay na mi. and then ang ako atong William was like about 3 years old and a half. Nga ako nang nagrugid siya. Yeah. So mo to siya daghan kay
ay basin ikaw grabe sa siguro kay mong reaction mo na
wala jud ko kanang wala jud good kibaw jud ko sa kong reaction kay nagi sa amin sa atubangan
agoy ano na may sa amin oy
may syempre simple but beautiful gid gihapon kay
Okay.
sa tag sa amin oy ba sinalimuta atong kuan di alos so naagi sa amin sa atubangan so kibaw jud ko kung unsa akong reaction is in kibaw jud ko unsa akong
Oh my
reaction sure jud
God.
kay ko nya nakibaw jud ko kung Judian Santos jud ang akong paghilak adto pag imong akong kay will be done wa gyud magguba akong naong kay magpaguba-guba ka sa imong naong imong anak kapit na nagkurog na imong anak diba so kung mahalagwa pa man dai ko maghilak no pero mahalak sa to bitaw as in
Ano naman yung bala ka ator kamurang tulo
kami ay akong bana perting katulog
hindi ahat
perting yang katulog ya pagpag ko na niya ang mga what you call that one that kanang mga what you call it mga assistant sa stewardess o flight attendant mga omengengana gitag sa man mi ukon kinaamay mga food nga nangahulog jud gitag sa gipang take a name kung kinsa to nga samad or nga unsa diha na ana
grabe gudi ay
lagi sila nga turbulence ra siya pero mag turbulence ka nga mura kag niti urok nga imong ko ana nagid ngadto ko nga hala uy mura jud ko ni sakay sa bull uy grabe
oh my gosh Diana thank you for coming ayan ito na daw mga bata
So yung ana mo to mo siya mura murag traumatic thing ni William unya. It's a long story. Unya lisod pa gyud kaayo ang pagpangayo. The one thing here in America nga murag na disappoint ko is that ang ilahang mental or ang ilahang psychological help dugay kaayo ang waiting list as in dugay kay sa nga tanan. Naabta na lang mig pandemic. Muna ako na lang gyud mo'y nagtherapy may gali kay nakaistorya siya balik no. So praise
Pwede
the
rin
Lord.
siguro na kuan. I think state per state or county per county, ma'am. Because Alec with to begin with, we thought he has a problem with speech, kaya na siya lith. So, pero dali raman kami gi-accommodate. Kinoon, gitest pa siya ato, pero dali raman sa siguro
But the
sa ako.
speech is okay ra ang speech.
Ang mental
Say,
may dugay?
anxiety o kanang ang iyang
Anxiety.
OCD.
Hmm.
Okay. Ang ilahang magong perspective kung na kaming ana autistic na kabat katuluman gud siya katulo siya gi-test. Wala man gyoy ka ng murag probable cause nga autistic baka na siya murag wala man gid mo appeal sa mga category nga autistic siya. Sus karon naabtan na lang mig pandemic gi-postpone pa gyud ang iyang behavioral therapy cause kanang gi-interview man kuno na ba siya mga traumatic event nya nahibaw-an man nga kani siya anxiety tungod atong mga traumatic nga nahitabo sa iyaha unya na siya gastrointestinal nga problem so mga ingana bitaw nga maka-change gyud sa behavior sa bata nya kay occupational therapy baya lisod ang pagkuha og occupational therapy may gani kay ang ako ang pediatrician o mga mommies diha always believe in your pediatrician
Yes.
lagi because ayaw gid mong tuuan ng mga tao nga manghilabot ninyo nga uy ang imong anak 4 years old pa ka mao mo basa ayaw gid mo ana kay di gina sila therapists at
Correct.
gid mo tuo sa inyong pediatrician o
Correct.
sa kanang mga specialist kanang mga sped teachers nga nagpractice na at tumo paminaw nila ay gid mo paminaw anang mga
Well, and besides, sa Pilipinas kasi maraming haka-haka, maraming sabi ni ganito, sabi ni ganitohin mo na lang, ganyan-ganyan. Pero, and besides, to get a proper professional help in the Philippines is expensive.
yeah
There's no such thing as free. Oh.
yeah
Mas kuntian na lang ka kung maayo imong special educator, no?
yeah lagi so it's kind of like hello uy paspas man ang speech niya pero karon ang murag nagkaanam og ang January na mo tanan nga appointment na isbog na pod sa August so mag-kinder na siya gi-enroll og kinder unya hala murag dili pa siya kinder so ingana mo na siya dilemma murag ingana ang dilemma nako ba murag ganahan ko nga mo ato siya sa standard school because you know you cannot really test the anxiety or how the child thrive if you do not put them on a social setting kanang sila ra because no matter how you take good care of your child giimos lang alimahon there come a point that they have to be on their own. And because of the pandemic, I cannot do it. And I have like second thoughts. Oh, ako ba kani siyang ibutang dito kung ang mga bata bagmas, kung ang mga bata kanang limited ang ilahang pagkuan ba. So another
interaction limited gyapon because of it.
Yeah.
But at least he's still very young, no, for that, and the early intervention was already given to him at of course an early age.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we will move forward. Muna siya hinungdan nga nag-channel ko kay to bring about awareness. Unya ako sa mga frustration. Kaya bitang side post lang ka kay murag ka maumang ka mo tudlo si mong anak kuan lang ka bi ari lang ka sa last ing ana bitaw unya ko nga hala oy kapoy biya kayog basag libro pwede unahon sa kuninyo ay siya ikaw ka mauna man ka last ka kada ing ana bitaw nga feeling
but you are doing a great job though. Patience, really. I mean, I could not, like, there were a couple of times that I was telling myself, what? I mean, with your own kids, what? I'm not used to homeschool them, and I am used to just like, okay, homework here, done, all right, bye. I mean, I'm not really the kind of mom teacher as I am that would really sit down and let's further study for it's not like I trust the teacher themselves, and if we have homework then we are gonna do it, but I don't know. It's hard. It's challenging and it's hard, and you're doing a great job with it.
Well,
so
thank you.
Yeah.
But
And
sus kana bitang sa una excited pa mo kay kanila labi pag makikita tang di ka paloreho kanang mga artista nga mga dato ba. Ala nag-homeschool sila, homeschool sa Kubi kay murag maapil pug ka ng mga trending pag homeschool na ko holo oh, may pag ko mag-homeschool.
kulbaan ko ng homeschool. Uy, kay si Delaney is on a program for
Mhm.
Junior Olympics, no? And two or three of her friends are homeschooled. And I
Mhm.
told her, Anak, that's impossible for us. You might be able to just give up gymnastics, then give up school because there is one I could not be. I'm a teacher, and that's where we're getting our money. I could not be your homeschool teacher.
Mhm.
And number two, I mean, di ko kabaw ana. Uy, siguro di ko kabaw ana. I mean, ana, mangi ko, I have to go back to regular class because I would not know how, the processes and how to do it, and they will be still tested.
Mhm.
I don't know if I can do
Well,
just.
the homeschool sa preschool dali ra man siya kay wa man kay mga technical stuff. Mo nang gibutang na ko balik si Luis for kindergarten kay after kindergarten mo submit naman ka ana og kanang mga
Mm,
performance something like that pero moadto
mhm,
lang ka sa inyong state na ana sila yung
mhm.
mga regulations
Right,
but
right.
some of my kanang mga classmate man pud mi sa seminar kanang mga homeschool ba
Mhm.
they really did continue because they can travel,
All
they
right.
can do, and they are actually working.
Yeah,
And yeah, and I was so impressed nga they are working and they are homeschooling because
but
they
because especially if the kids are bigger, because they could be
yeah
independent in what they need to do.
yeah
And
that's
it's,
true.
I mean, here in America, if you're 12 years old, you can stay in the house by yourself. In
Yes,
which case, I don't know if I'm gonna do that, but kulba lang ba? It's, I don't know. And I mean, as you mentioned that earlier, part of it is the social interaction. I mean,
yeah.
how could you get that if you are homeschool?
Well, ang nice sa social interaction sa homeschool because you can choose your people.
But then if the kids already started with, like, for example, we'll take it, for example, Delaney from
Mm-hmm.
elementary, pre-K until elementary, and then middle school or high school, I decide to do homeschool. She
Mm-hmm.
already has established friends in
Yes,
the
yes,
school.
that's true. Yeah,
I
it's
mean, it's
hard.
okay, I guess, if they started young and then you slowly, for example, middle school or high school na nimo sila ibutang og ka ng regular class, they don't know yet what's out there. But if they're already out there and then bring them back in just by themselves and pick and choose who they can go to, even this time Delaney's realization is that she misses her friends. She misses how to be with friends. I mean, she's a social butterfly. She has friends in school and friends in the gym, and just to
Yeah.
take that out to the kids,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's sad.
Yeah, that's true. But for my experience, pagkapili ka og kanang kinsa imuhang like
Gahon
for
din.
music, yeah, like music. So Luis is music man siya. So it's like, okay, ato ka sa music.
Correct. Ano.
Yeah. Yeah, ana. But the thing is, I mean, I really want them to experience the social setting. Yun mo gina importante. And that's the reason why I homeschool because I want them to know that if they could not make it in the social setting, they have another option to go. They can just be with mom and learn with mom, be at home, that's fine.
Yeah, that's
Ana,
right. At
yeah,
least
so
you're available to do that.
yeah. Oh, oh my gosh, ang atong 30 minutes na 1 hour. Thank you kay sa nga tanan. Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Yeah, so
Everyone who came here, I hope you have learned something. And again, if
yeah,
you have questions, but it looks like you don't have questions, little wife, you don't have questions. So I guess that's,
that's
if you
that's
do, just message Gardens of Blessings.
ah,
I think your comment section is still okay, right?
it's okay. Murag wala kay ko interaction. Ay biya nan ko ninyo i-dislike ha, kaway interaction. But I did post everybody's something there, right? So anyway, my next slide, by the way, is about I have a free online class, by the way, with this
Which I
group.
would want to enroll.
Yeah. Free na siya. So anybody can come with their kids. Yeah, live stream gihapon. But I'm not really sure if I am going to stay with StreamYard because of the COPA law sa YouTube. So I'm trying to look for
Zoom.
huh?
Zoom.
Yeah, I'm trying to look for
Zoom,
Zoom or like purely
Google, Google Meets,
or
Google
maybe
Hangouts.
purely for Facebook. Just check on my Yellow Bus Homeschool page at doon ako ibutang ang update. But I will try to do StreamYard for the interaction. So muna siya. Mm,
Yes.
yeah. So thank you everybody who are coming in my first live show. Yeah, we have a really really nice talk. And I'm so sorry for all nga wala kaayoy ka ng mga kyaw-kyaw sa chat room, no? But they are really, I know that you are there when ako lang i-post. That's one thing I like with StreamYard because they know that I know they are there. Kaya i-post man ako sa ako.
Yeah.
Thank you. See, we are listening.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
like
are
that.
listening.
Yeah. So, thank you everybody for coming and mwah, mwah, mwah. And thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. I'll see you in the chat room, guys. I mean, in the group chat.
Group chat. Okay,
Huh?
bye.
Okay. Are you saying bye now?
Bye.
Bye. Enjoy. Just message me kung kano sa amay mo anha sa inyo. Okay, bye-bye.